All right, on to the matching sentences. So the first thing to do is let's see if we can find where they come from. The first thing that really jumps out is that and that. So I would immediately just go and find those two things. Harbour Bosch and Pius Floris. Harbour Bosch is over there. Where to start scanning? I don't know. You could start at the beginning, but maybe because the summary ended here, it would be a good idea to start scanning here. So anyway, we find Harbour Bosch over there and keep on scanning a bit, and Pius Floris is over there. So that immediately gives us a very good idea of where these sentences come from. Remember, that was the end of the summary. So the first one of these sentences will probably be here. The second one will be in paragraph D. The third one will be in paragraph E. And we can just try and find the fourth one maybe a bit later. You'd want to scan for zero net soil degradation. Okay, let's scan for it now. So just we know where everything is. Probably going to be in this paragraph or further. And you need to scan a little bit further and then you see that it's over there. So they're pretty spread out, but at least we know where they are. Then really just go and read those sentences. Try and just isolate which sentences you must read and which sentences you must ignore. So let's find these keywords. Nutrients contained in the unused parts of harvested crops. Harbour Bosch was over there, so we're probably somewhere over there. It's possible that IELTS can go back. Remember, they can do that. But I would start over here. And if your scanning is good, you could probably see that pretty quickly. So what do they say about that? Humans tend not to return unused parts of harvested crops directly to the soil to enrich it, meaning that the soil becomes less fertile. So this is really our target sentence over here. And then there's no quick way of doing it. You've got to read the sentence, understand it clearly, and then run through all of these options. May improve the number and quality. A good thing to do here, as we've done many times before, is just ask yourself, is this a positive feeling to the sentence or does it have a negative feeling? And that can help you narrow things down quite quickly. This has got a negative feeling. The humans do not return the unused parts to the soil, meaning the soil becomes less fertile. So it's got a kind of negative feeling to that sentence. This bit over here is positive, may improve the number and quality of plants. So immediately I can discount that. Contain data, 9 countries, no. May not be put back into the soil, maybe. Governments, no. Damage is negative, maybe. And better for use at a global level. Nothing about global level. So we've basically got C or E. So does it damage different aspects of the environment, or is it not put back into the soil? And then go back and compare again. And it's just tend not to return directly to the soil. So pretty straightforward. There's nothing about other aspects of the environment. So you should be able to see that one was C. Right, so what do they say about these synthetic fertilizers that are produced with this process? It's difficult to isolate the sentence because they talk about the synthetic fertilizer there, but they also talk about the chemical fertilizers over there. This wasn't such a great idea. Putting this synthetic fertilizer on the fields wasn't a great idea. The chemical fertilizers released these into the atmosphere and washed away with the rain into the rivers. Hurts the soil, acidic, salty. Anything that you can see. This is positive, so it's not that, because that was a very negative paragraph about how we're damaging the rain, the river, the soil. Data, 9 countries, I didn't see. We've done that one. Governments, I didn't see. And that one I definitely saw. I didn't see anything about global level. Environment, they talked about the rivers and the rain. So the chemical fertilizers, the synthetic fertilizers, also damage other parts of the environment, not just the soil of the fields of the farmers. Right, I think that one you could really get from deleting other ones where you didn't see things like 9 countries. You didn't see that, so you can delete it. Then also remember positive and negative. You'll delete this one because this is positive. Right, now we're looking at Pius Floris. What do they say? Addition of a mixture developed by him to the soil does what? Where's the mixture? Yeah, they use a difficult word here to describe the mixture, and that is a cocktail. It's an interesting word. It means a mixture. So they used this cocktail on soils. When they applied the mix, okay, there's mixture, maybe you could see that one, to the desert-like test plots, a good crop of plants emerged that were healthy but had also strong roots. So this is positive. They added this mixture to the soil and they got a good crop that were healthy and had strong roots. The control means that's where the fields where they didn't add the mixture. So we're actually just looking at the sentence over here. So they applied the mixture and the plants grew well. And that's the positive aspect. It improved the number and quality of plants. I didn't see countries, I didn't see government, I didn't see global level. So that one, the positive and negative aspect of it would have helped you. Zero net soil degradation was done down here. So they proposed a goal of zero net land degradation. It's easily understood that can help shape expectations and encourage action. This one was a more difficult paragraph. You needed to read the whole paragraph and look for keywords. Here they are talking about governments. Policy makers is politicians, so it's also governments. And they're saying that the scientists and the governments can't understand each other. So they introduce this idea, which is easy to understand. Easy to understand for who? For the governments. So this idea of net soil degradation helps the governments to be aware. There was nothing there about the 9 countries and nothing about a global level. A little bit more difficult, but that keyword was there in the paragraph. So it wasn't, if you had to guess, maybe you could guess.